Hello, crafters! This is Suzanne from A Creative Muse, and I'm here with some fun finds, a very small haul, and just maybe a little bit of crafty chit-chat along the way. But before I get started, remember to check out Spellbinders Holiday Gift Guide, that whole section of holiday goodies, the official holiday gift guide, the digital magazine. I'll put a direct link for that. Crafters, I'm detailing and linking everything I'm talking about. In there, you'll also see my 3 favorites. I'll link that video here because I did show you them up close and personal, my favorites, which really would be 50. I was limited to 3, but they are fabulous. I think there is also $25 off if you spend $125 and you get free shipping. Alrighty, crafters, let's get into the fun finds. Let's get started. First up, crafters, there is this new add-on die to the Cozy Toe Slipper. Cozy Toe Slippers is the large die of the month from October of last year. You make really fun holiday cards. This now is the all-year version. Let me show you an example so it's easier to explain. Originally with Cozy Toe Slippers, and this is available, so I will put a whole section of this, and this comes in bundles and all different kinds of options for you to purchase. You can just get this alone, you can get it with the stamp, and there's also a better press. I was not sent the better press, but I will link it below, okay? So there was a holiday version when it was first introduced, large die of the month from October of last year. You get the leg, so you cut it twice. You get the little booty, and then you can decorate the top of your little slipper with a rabbit, penguin, a monster, but a monster claw, a reindeer, or Santa. My card example I did for that club was this with Santa on it. So super duper cute. I really love this set. It's really fun and easy to put together. Here on the packaging for that die on the back, it'll show you all your options, okay? And I also took this little reindeer and turned it into a pig, just by cutting this part twice, okay? These cards are perfect for tweens, teens, young adults, those fun at heart. I think this is great if you have sorority sisters and you want to do something fun and you guys have sleepovers and everything. This is just a great time. It just makes you smile. So to continue smiling, they brought the new Cozy Toes Friends dies. So this is the add-on to this one. So you have to have this one to get the leg, and then you get these options. The options are a monster. This time you're getting the full face instead of the claw, a shark, a frog, and a unicorn. The unicorn is super fun. I made 3 examples, so let's take a closer look at what I did. So you're going to need this part still to cut it twice, and then twice for all of these as well. If you do one leg, it's going to look strange, but you can also work this die set by itself. Just have the face of the unicorn or the shark, etc. Okay? You could put these on tags too for your birthday gift bag and things like that. So this is your all year round option now, and this is your holiday option. So Cozy Toe Slippers, the original, and Cozy Toes Friends, the new fun find. Love it. I was also sent the Cozy Toes Friends stamps. There are 9 sets of sentiments here. There is no coordinating die, so all I did was stamp and then fussy cut around it, or you could just stamp it on the card base too. For all of my card examples, I did use this pattern paper. It's fun to incorporate pattern paper. Even here for the holiday one, I did pattern paper. So for the all year round, I came in with the Crafty Babe collection. This is available at Spellbinders and everywhere else. It is by Simple Stories. It's like the Barbie set. I really love these fun colors, and I think it made for all year round fun. So I was using the 12 by 12 paper pack. Some of these fun patterns, okay? Within the Crafty Babe, if you really want to take it further, there is the Crafty Babe bits and pieces, lots of fun little sentiments and ephemera, even a little viewfinder bit right here. This is the foam stickers. I really love the Simple Stories foam stickers. Really, really fun. I did use some of them before, so you get nice sentiments. There is a little Barbie. Love that little roller skate. So you can incorporate that with the dies as well with Crafty Babe. Here is my first example. Look at the adorable unicorn. I love this card so much. I am using Color Wheel cardstock, and here I'm using Brush Gold cardstock. That's specialty cardstock for this card. I did make 2 oversized cards. This one is a 5 by 7. As you can see in the background here and here, I'm using the pattern paper from Crafty Babe. And look at the cute little unicorn. So cute, and the little slipper. Here is everything to make the unicorn, and it does have embossed lines, so you know the placement once you put the face like on top of this for the side. And with this fun one, you don't have to cut it twice. This mane is over here one time, and up here is one time. Certain pieces came as cutting it twice already, and then this one you'd have to cut like twice the whole thing. There's some little added extras in here. And the base, I'm using Cozy Toe slippers right here, okay? This part is for that little lip at the bottom of the slipper. And then for the sentiment, you're my go-to for comfort, laughs, and late night chats because of the whole feel of this being jammies and a cute little unicorn. I'm using the Cozy Toes Friends stamp. For this panel, to separate it from the stripe detail, to also bring in a focal point, I did use the nested postage labels and tag die, this second layer here. The largest die out here is an A2, 4 1/4, 5.5 inch with a postage detail. Maybe it could have worked, but I wanted this layer with the stitch detail. Another option I was thinking of as well is Perfect Touch rectangles. You see this detail? That would have worked there as well. Also, I was looking at Starshine background where I would cut this out, dry emboss it, and then have a texture detail here, but that might have clashed with all that's going on. So I think just a little bit of Kitsch Flamingo Distress ink here in the background continued the feeling of the pink, but wasn't fighting all of this going on. It's not overly busy, and then this is popped up off of that card base, black on the outside, and then this layer is about 1/4 of an inch shorter, okay? So I'm using nested postage for this detail. I think that's fun. Love, 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 love this card. I had a blast playing with all these pattern papers. I think it's so fun to mix, match, and play within the Crafty Babe. Up next, crafters, look at this 5x7. This time I put solid cardstock on the 2 layers. So with this one, it was pattern paper here. You're seeing waterfall color wheel cardstock. Here is lavender, still a lot of color wheel cardstock, and some black, and then the pattern paper. Look at these large flowers. And even though floral, you can see this apart from that. At least I think you can, because I can. But you can still see the pajamas and the cute little monster. This one I did do a little bit of ink blending around just to add some character, little 3D effect. So I'm using the monster this time. All of this you will have to cut out twice, okay? But very easy to come together. I think is super cute. And then I kept the slippers more neutral so it didn't compete against the monster. So fun. And then the legs you'll get from Cozy Toe slippers, and the sentiment I'll bring the cheese and outfit with drawstrings. That's from the Cozy Toes Friends. This is really fun. I mean, if you do this type of thing where you're always going to crops, I just came from my crop this weekend. As soon as it was like 5, 6 o'clock, there I was going back to my room, take a shower, come back downstairs in my pajamas. This is a great card that I could give fellow crafters because a lot of us did pajamas every night too. Thursday up till Saturday night was pajamas. Get comfy, bras come off, everybody wants to be comfy. So that's so fun. And then I finished it off with some golden gems from my stash. But I really love this whole colorway. This turquoise aqua really works well with the purple and picks up back into the flowers, both styles of flowers on the pattern paper. And I love the contrast with the black. It really did just pop everything. They're 2 fun cards, aren't they? And they look completely different. Really, really love that. I love that you can get so much variety. Even within itself, you could just change your monster to different colors and just have lots of fun. One more thing before I go. These 2 layers were cut with 5x7 matting basics A and B. So there are 7 dies in each set, and these are opposing matting layers. And that's what I cut the pattern paper and the black cardstock with, okay? I think that's really, really fun. Just such fun. All right, let's look at card number 3. This is the last card with the Cozy Toes Friends. Wanted it to have the legs crossed like the original that I made. So I did bring it down to an A2. And I wanted to use a shark, but I still wanted it to be a feminine card. So I made my shark pink. This is all, again, color wheel cardstock. And then I did a little bit of ink blending. When I was putting this together, I was thinking of the song Baby Shark. Baby Shark, do, 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 do. So that's what that is, okay? I think it's cute. I was thinking of going on more baby pink. I was doing it more like an adult wearing Baby Shark slippers. All right? You could make it more youthful. If I did this more pastel, that would be even more youthful. And then look up here. Plus, I also wanted it to work with the colors of the hearts from the Crafty Babe. So the pattern paper is here. Blue socks, these little pink booties, and then baby sharks on it. So this is the whole shark detail. You do cut this out twice, comes together super easy. I did take my white Jelly Roll pen just to give a little detail on the tongue. So fun. And of course, I'm using Cozy Toe slippers again for the legs and slippers. For the sentiment, because I had a small space, I used this one. Some days just call for slippers. I could have also used anything from my stash, maybe a better press sentiment, something like that could have worked. Then in the background, I came with my linen 3D embossing folder, 5.5 inch wide, 8.5 inch tall. So I just put this right there and then pick a style. I could have also used my dimple 3D embossing folder. This is from the Texture and Foliage collection. I'll link my video here so you can take a look at the whole collection. There's some new wreath add-ons and all sorts of goodies in there, but I do have 2 embossing folders and this is the one I use. I think it's so pretty in the background and it works so well with the pattern paper and it's still not competing with all of this. It's just there as just nice texture, looking like a blanket almost. I could have also used this for the pants as well and then do a textured pair of pants. That could have also worked. But I was sticking with Crafty Babe for the pattern paper, but that could have been there as well. And then maybe this one in the background because these two are completely different styles. This is larger than that, especially if I turn it this way, then it would look different, okay? I was having fun mixing, matching, and playing. Yes. So here are all 3 cards using the Cozy Toes Friends. What do you think? I think they are adorable. I so love the all year round added fun to this. And I did finish it off with some gems. That's one of the things in my haul. All right, crafters, now let's go into my small haul. For my haul, I definitely had to purchase some more of the pop-up glitter foam in white. 10 sheets in each pack. These are 8.5 by 11 inch tall, full size. It's just glitter foam sheets that are just so fabulous. I use them for a lot of cards, especially for snow. They had a fantastic deal with the last sale. They were basically giving it away, so I got 2 packs of it. So the white was on sale and it is 10 sheets in a pack. You can die cut them. You can use your scissors and make snowbanks. Here is an insanely quick sampling of how much I use it. Look at all these cards, but I'm going to go through them real quick. So you can use them as snowbanks, you see? Here, that's using a die. Down here, that's using my scissors. I love to use Spellbinders 9-inch Pro Shears to cut this out as well. Even this, I did freehand that, okay? The little curve. And I could also have used it for my snowman. So now you see when the pop-up glitter foam is here against white cardstock, you still can see this image against that. They're not blending perfectly together, even here against the background. So I love it for that. And it doesn't shed and it doesn't have any extra sparkle. It's just true white glitter. Here it is. Look at that down here and on the side. Die cutting out all these layers of snow. And then it gets better. Look at it here cutting smaller sentiments. Look at all the detail, even down to the dot there in holidays. Thumbs up for being a fabulous foam that you can use with your sentiment dies, use with your background dies. I could have done the ghost in white glitter foam and also the poinsettia. I've actually cut that poinsettia in white glitter foam before, and that turned out beautifully as well with all these little lines and details. So it's just great. I had to pick up 2 more packs. And then look at it here on these 2 examples with that snowflake. Look at that delicate snowflake. Plus you can use your Barely Art glue behind here to attach it to anything and it works, okay? Look, see? Not moving. See how it's attached to the cardstock and it's not lifting off? Fabulous. You can put this in your cart. Even at full price, 10 sheets is still very reasonable. All the packs I've previously bought in all the colors as well. I bought them at full price, but this was on sale, $3.50 from $6.99 or $7.99. It was a steal, so I had to get 2 packs. Also, crafters, I bought some cardstock because this was the first time that Color Wheel cardstock was on sale. I did buy some individual packs. They even had the 5 sheets in a pack, the whole 1 pack of 48 sheets. All of those were on sale. I did pick up this little one though, because this was a steal. For the full 48 A2 panels, so that's 4 1/4, 5.5 inch of all the colors in order. If you had watched that last Steals and Deals video, I did suggest that you get this if you wanted to sample what the cardstock is. I'll link my Color Wheel cardstock video here so you can see these colors in person. And in that video, I did film during sunlight where you get a real feel for it. And I also had filmed that video in order. There is an order to this if you want to also make swatches. If I go to another crop, I can just grab this real quick. At the crop, I realized I was missing some of the colors of certain sheets of cardstock, which really irritated me. So certain things I had to tweak because of the limited availability of colors, and all of it would have been here if I had this in a pack with me. So there is a swatch available for this. You could use this and you could make 2 swatches with this. The swatch die at Spellbinders is the color swatch petal. You could do one here and then flip it upside down and then do the bigger side here. You could get 2 sets of swatches out of this. It depends on how you craft. I do have 1 set of this, but I did want a second set so I could carry it with me, like, you know, put in my crop bag, things like that. So the color swatch petal is a fun die set. Does have a reinforcer, but if your budget is tight, here's another option that you could also use as a swatch. The copper plate gift tag press plate and die. I love this little tag. Talk about it all the time. This was recently on sale. That could also work about here and you'd still have a little piece left. Keep this in its order. I'm going to show you the graphic here of the order. You can take a screenshot now. That's the best way to keep it together because certain colors, they'll have 6 in different shades of some of these colors. And that's where it gets hairy with what blue is that? Or what purple is that? So it's nice to have the order so then when you're ready to reorder, you'll know exactly what you're getting. And with the swatch here, you can also label it. To label the new 48 colors, you'll need the color swatch name stamp. I'm putting the proper name here on the screen. And that's how you stamp it out, or you could write it out too. And then crafters, I did pick up some extra packs, individual packs of Spellbinders Color Wheel cardstock, 8.5 by 11, 10 sheets each. Poppy had been out of stock, and with all this Christmas crafting, I picked up 2 packs of that. I also picked up 2 packs of Rainforest because I work a lot with the green, whether it's holiday or not. I'm always working with the green. Rainforest is a color that's in the middle of peridot and fern. I have a lot of peridot, but I still needed some more rainforest and it was at a great deal. Here is fern. That's the dark green. Love that. And I also picked up a fawn. I like to use it as skin tone. I also like to use it as if I need branches. If I want it to be darker, then I can just bring on some ink and go with a darker brown. If I have some sort of background that's like, let's say, a building or something, then this is a great color as well. I just picked up a few packs. I didn't go crazy because I couldn't go crazy. Also, crafters, splatter white was a steal, so I picked up a splatter white. This is opaque watercolor. Here is an example of me splattering it in the background there for that snowy sky at night. Isn't that cute? Love it. Here's another example of it. Well, so I can do a thin application or I can go thicker like what I just showed you. So splatter white is fabulous. So I got another jar of splatter white at a steal. I also picked up 1 roll of 1/4 inch yellow tape. I don't have a lot of the 1/4 inch. I do have a lot of this size, the 5/8 inch, okay? But I do like the little 1/4 inch sometimes. It just depends on what I'm working with. I use it a lot with Better Press too, and sometimes Glimmer. Glimmer, I'll still probably go with the bigger one, okay? But I picked this up because that was a steal as well. And lastly, I picked up gems. Gems were a steal, so I had to get some more gems. I got some Capri Blue. I don't have a lot of that. I got teal, very pretty. I also got Spectrum AB. This is gorgeous. Right now, I think you're getting a lot of purples in it, but it does shimmer and it works very well. Like if you put it against this, it'll pick up certain colors in here. I really like the Spectrum AB. I did pick up some more red because I don't have a lot of red. And for the holiday crafting that I'm going to continue through the end of the year, I'm still going to be going into red. And of course, opal. Also for holiday crafting, I love using opal gems. Here's an example I just showed you. See the opal gems right there? It's really pretty against darker cardstock like this, and it's really pretty against wintry things like this. It's also pretty for water. So if you have like a marine style card, maybe with a boat or with a marine life, this can represent bubbles. It's a really pretty gem that morphs into different applications. It morphs into your nautical cards as well. So opal gems, the pack itself, or you can also get it mixed with the crystal mix gems. So that's it for my haul. And then crafters, let me just show you what the crop looked like. The theme this year was Tacky Tourist. It was really, really fun. Here I am at the crop. That's our gift with my name. That's to decorate the crazy tree. This is the crop room. I carried a few things, and my crafty roommate, she carried a bunch of little fun things too. We also had a little contest. Each table would decorate a Christmas tree. Barbara, who is the owner of Vero Beach Scrapbooking, that's the person who hosts the crops. This is in mid-Florida. Most of her crops are in Cocoa Beach, Florida. Even as far as Georgia and Alabama, they'll drive down to the middle of the state to go to the crop. We had over 100 croppers. I don't know the exact number, probably 150, 160, 180, something like that. It's a lot of us in this big ballroom. She also had a store in the back that you could shop. I did buy something I'll show you in a second. And we all get 6-foot tables, nice chairs. Here I'm also showing you how I decorated my craft table. Here's my Platinum 6 die cut machine. I always carry it to crops, or if I'm traveling, always carry it. This is my little glue holder, and of course, Barely Art glue. I'll put the link below for that glue holder because it is fabulous, amazing. Here's a closer look at the little ornament for the tacky tourist Christmas. And just a look at my desk. Look at this little holder. I love that holder, and it also holds the pin for the glue so I don't lose it. Put tweezers, you could put pens in there, scissors, all sorts of goodies. This little phone stand, I'm going to link below because I got this from Amazon. Love this phone stand. I use it in my craft room. I use it when I travel. Here I borrowed my friend's phone to show you how it works. You can go vertical, you can go horizontal, so you can watch a show while you're crafting. You can adjust it up, down, tilt it forward, back. It's a really good holder. They do have one too for your iPad, but it's a little bit of a bigger footprint because the iPad has weight. But this is a great little phone holder. I have been using it for years. I love it, and it comes in many, many colors. Here I'm showing you my Teflon bone folder and what I use to score and make card bases with. Love that as well. I always carry my 9x12-inch glassboard glass craft mat. Plus, I carried the new craft catcher, all 3 of them in pink. They work great for dies. Here I'm showing you my scissors and even my 9-inch Pro shears, all the goodies. And I also love to carry the Simon Says stamp, that little silicone holder, fabulous. I'm also showing you my readers that I got at Walmart, plus this lamp too. I've had this lamp for years. I have 3 of them. I carry 2 to crops. I really love it. You can get it when they're doing those back to school sales or going to college. Love, love, love that lamp. I use a 40-watt daylight bulb in it. This little holder is from Target. I put my dies in there because it keeps it nice and sturdy. And I carried all these Spellbinders dies. I'm going through some Christmas dies, and then also, of course, foundation dies, many of them, like Starshine, Perfect Touch rectangles, precision layering, sets A and B, all sorts of goodies. Even the new Linear Touch I carried. And also some floral dies. I did carry Club Blooms and Vivid Blooms and so on. Behind the dies, I also carried my Platinum Scout machine. This is the Blue Mist. This is the one that you can get from your local scrapbook store. Here I have it in the 9x4-inch Totally Tiffany toolbox. That's a must, especially if you want to store it or travel with it. Keep it dust-free too. Really, really nice. I do have a microfiber cloth. And there is the entire set, plus an extra cutting plate and the Magic Mat, the slim one, for the Platinum Scout. Isn't that fun? Love that. The bigger tote there, that's Everything Mary tote. I carry my Platinum 6 in that one for years as well. See how it just drops in there and it doesn't affect the arm? I just put it on the floor in the car and it travels fabulously, and it holds all the cutting plates as well, all the bits that you want. That's my little pink cart. Been using that for a lot of years. This is my Totally Tiffany collapsible garbage can, and I always carry a tall garbage bag for it. This is a bag that I got from Amazon. You can get it in many styles. Oh, I'm showing you my little cup holder, but that's my friend zone because I forgot mine. This little tote is so fabulous. It holds this fabulous container store little file cabinet thing that can hold 12x12 paper packs and also just a ton of paper. Here I'm showing you a full set with extras in it of essential cardstock. Over on the right in the red, that's color wheel cardstock. This is all my treasured cardstock and brush cardstock. And then this is the scraps, Concord and 9th cardstock, Altenew cardstock, all sorts of goodies. And then standard whites and black in the back. My friend is also a Stampin' Up demonstrator, so I'll put her information below if you want her to send you a catalog so you can get her Stampin' Up business going. This is her first time doing that, so I got a catalog. I'm going to place an order of some goodies. This is a gift that I got for my friend. Isn't that pretty? That's a whole nativity scene. And then when I'm leaving for the night, I always like to cover up my desk. This was made as a gift for me by our fellow crafter. Isn't that nice? Both of us have one. Also, crafters, Barbara always has great giveaways, and we play bingo. You can win cash. Never win at bingo. I had to say it because it is true. All the years I've been going to that crop, never ever won bingo. Came close this time, but still didn't win. But I did come home with 2 prizes. I got a neck massager, and I also got a rolling cart, a little small pink one. I'll see if I can find it and then link it below, because it's a really cute one that you could take to crops or just pull things between certain areas of your house when you want to craft. Small, cute little cart. All right, let me show you what I did haul from Barbara's store. I picked up 2 packs of 12 by 12. At Barbara's Crops, most of the crafters there are scrapbookers. So there's a lot of 12 by 12. She did sell 8 by 8, but I did like these 2 paper packs. So this is Paper Rose Sweet Christmas. Look at all the fun here. There are 12 sheets, double-sided sheets of pretty pinky brown gingerbread fun. Isn't that nice? Sweet Christmas treats. This will have a whole collection, so I'll put a link for this collection, and it'll probably be at scrapbook.com. There is also Rustic Spring. Spellbinders carries this too, but I haven't seen anything new with Paper Rose, but I'll put a link at Spellbinders too. Maybe that's on clearance as well. This is pretty. Rustic Spring. I love this young lady, this image right here, so I had to get it because I love the blue, the yellow, and then she was just giving all sorts of pretty, so I really love this. So I think this would be fun going into 2026 to craft with. It has even a wreath and all sorts of pretty. So there's Rustic Spring, and then they have different styles of rustic. I didn't realize that. Paper Rose is from Australia, and they have, like, when they do the ephemera, it just keeps on going, like all different kinds of ephemera and stuff. So these will have full bundles available. So pretty though. Love that. And I also found some new basil cardstock. This is a color I've never seen before. I picked up 2 sheets of it. Super pretty. It's called Pink Cloud. I know Tutu and the rest of them, but this one I don't know. So I just wanted to have 2 sheets in my stash just to see. It's 85-pound 12 by 12 cardstock. Really, really pretty colorway. It's like a pinky, almost creamy colorway. You guys know I do love my color wheel cardstock. And this is different than that. This is 100-pound, and this is made for card making and die cutting. This you can die cut as well, but this is really like for scrapbooking and such. But I still think it's pretty and a pretty color. Sometimes when I want a different shade of a colorway, then I'll come over to basil, maybe bring it in here, etc. Alrighty, crafters, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will detail and link everything below. Thanks so much for watching. Definitely check out the timestamps if you want to take a closer look at something again or skip past something. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. My next video will be the Kit Club video, because the Kit Club, 2 thumbs up for fun, and I made a lot of elegant cards. I was like, where did all these elegant cards come from? So the November Kit Club is the Elegant Kit Club, okay? Alrighty, crafters, until the next video, stay crafty, my friends. Bye!